The silent visitor. On the outskirts of a small, mist-shrouded village lay an ancient stone cottage. Long abandoned, its walls whispered tales of sorrow, and the locals gave it a wide berth. They spoke in hushed tones of a woman who once lived there, Margaret, who vanished without a trace one stormy night. One autumn evening, Samir, a traveling artist, stumbled upon the cottage. He was drawn to its eerie charm, the ivy creeping over its crumbling facade and the air of timeless mystery. Looking for shelter, he decided to spend the night there despite the villagers' warnings. Inside, the cottage was a mosaic of decay. Cobwebs hung like lace curtains, and the scent of damp earth filled the air. Yet, there was an undeniable warmth, as if the house were welcoming him. By the flickering light of his lantern, Samir set up his sketchbook, intending to capture the haunting beauty of the place. As he sketched, a strange sensation washed over him, a chill that prickled his skin, though no wind stirred. He glanced around, and his heart skipped. A figure stood at the edge of the room, barely visible in the dim light. It was a woman, her face pale and eyes hollow, dressed in a tattered gown that seemed to flow like water. "Who are you?" Samir stammered, his voice trembling. The woman tilted her head, her expression unreadable. Slowly, she raised her hand and pointed to the fireplace. Without a word, she began to fade, her form dissolving like smoke. Terrified but compelled, Samir approached the fireplace. The bricks were loose, and with some effort, he pried one free. Behind it lay a small, rusted box. Inside were a collection of letters, yellowed with age. The ink was smudged, but he could make out fragments of desperate pleas for help and confessions of betrayal. The final letter sent a shiver through him. "He will come for me tonight. If these words are found, know that I was silenced, but the truth lives here." As Samir turned, the room grew icy. The figure was back, but her expression had changed. No longer hollow-eyed, she seemed relieved. She nodded once, as if thanking him, before vanishing completely. The next morning, Samir took the letters to the village elder. The truth about Margaret's disappearance finally surfaced. She had been silenced by a jealous rival, her cries for help buried with her in the walls of her own home. The villagers, once afraid of the cottage, now saw it as a monument to her story. As for Samir, he left the village with a haunting sketch and a tale of a ghost who just wanted to be heard. And though the cottage was no longer abandoned, on misty nights, passers-by swore they saw a woman in a tattered gown standing at the window, her face serene, finally at peace.